Hello there guys, Rugged Eagle here today and welcome back to the channel. I hope you'll have an amazing day today, because today I'm going to be ranking all of the Star Wars films in the Skywalker Saga and how I enjoyed the film, how I thought it was, the cinematography in it. I'm just going to be looking at all of these aspects, and we're also going to be talking about how they probably will work in the Skywalker Saga and how fun I think they will be in the Skywalker Saga. And it's an overall interesting video, and I'm really interested in what your guys' list is. So once you've done watching the video, please comment your list on what your favourite were, your least favourite. I'm really interested to know, and let me know why. And if you are new around here, do feel free to join our community, subscribe. I do daily Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga content on the channel, and make sure you smash the like button if you do go to enjoy. And at the end of the day, just before we get into this video, this is my opinion and my list. So, you know, if you disagree with me, that's feel free. Let me know why you disagree, and let me know why you enjoyed some film over me, and I'm really interested to know. So I hope you guys do go to enjoy this video, and let's get straight into this. So I'm pretty sure quite a lot of you guys probably know which is at my last spot at number 9. It has to go to The Last Jedi. Now I understand why some people like it, and I understand why so many people hate it. It was quite a bold Star Wars film. It was a very bold film, because most Star Wars films stick to the same type of plot, the hero and stuff, but The Last Jedi was kind of bold. They changed Luke, and Luke was like some hermit on an island, and it was a very bold film. Not many people expected Snoke to die in 1, 2, 3 like that. Literally, it was like scraping butter across a sheet of toast. He died so easily, and it was very shocking. A lot of bold stuff happened in the film. I must have said that 9 times already. I mean, Leia flew through space. All of this, it's just a very surprising film, and I understand why some people hate it, especially Star Wars fans. That's why they hate it, because it's, you know, it's different to all the other films, and I see why some people liked it. And I really did enjoy the character of Snoke. I thought Snoke was amazing in Force Awakens, and I thought he was a mysterious character, and if they didn't kill him off in 1, 2, 3, I reckon that film may have been a little bit better, and obviously probably went and beat my number 8 spot, because I really like Snoke, and I'm just ashamed what they did, because obviously the director Rian Johnson, it was his obviously decision to kill him off in The Last Jedi, and I felt like J.J. Abrams had a plan with him, and it was a real shame just to see him go. And I really did enjoy Snoke, and the planets in Last Jedi and the cinematography in The Last Jedi is amazing. I mean, Crate looked absolutely amazing. I forgot that is an actual location in real life, and it's just a stunning place. And obviously Canto Bight, I didn't really like the plot that with obviously on Canto Bight with Finn and Rose, but I had to say the Canto Bight was a great looking planet, and I'm super excited to explore it in the obviously Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. And I'm really excited to play Last Jedi in the Skywalker Saga, and it's probably one of my most excited episodes to play through in the Skywalker Saga. I don't know why, I just want to see how they're going to do it. I'm really excited for it. So in my number 8 spot, it has to go to The Rise of Skywalker Episode 9, and it was really hard between Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker, to be honest, because I feel like obviously Last Jedi messed it up a little bit, and that obviously led to Rise of Skywalker being a little bit messy, but it just seemed like a bit of a video game, didn't it? Like, go collect this object, go find the next part, go to the next part, do the final boss battle. It was a bit of like a video game plot, and don't get me wrong, I still enjoyed it. It was still a great film. I enjoy every Star Wars film, especially the last scene. It was really cool when they had all the voices like Ahsoka in it, and all these like characters from Rebels, Obi-Wan. It was amazing. It was nice just to hear them, and yeah, that was probably the bit that made the film for most people, especially the final scene. And I have to admit, Ben Solo, Kylo Ren, he blew it out the park. He is the best in the sequels without a shadow of a doubt. Some may argue with me, you might like Rey and stuff, but I just love Kylo Ren. I think he's a very strong character, and there was some good scenes in that, especially when Han Solo came back. That was a bit confusing. Was he meant to be like a Force ghost or a memory? I'm saying he's more of a memory, but yeah, I really enjoyed Ben Solo, and I really gotta give it to him how they got Carrie Fisher's face and Mark Hamill's when they were younger in that scene. That was kind of good, and yeah, I really digged it, and I really liked Rey's lightsaber design at the end. Whoever made that lightsaber, it's really smart how it sounds when you turn it on. It's a really nice looking lightsaber and sounds amazing. amazing. And at the end of the day, I love all Star Wars films, and I have to give it a bit of props. It was really fun, obviously, to watch, especially the opening scene. The opening scene was very, very strong. I loved it, with Mustafar and the Wayfinder and going to Exegol and stuff. Really good opening scene, realizing Snoke was a clone, even though Snoke was not meant to be a clone. Literally, writers just, put it in there because obviously Rian Johnson did changed it up and obviously were quite bold with The Last Jedi. But at the end of the day, I still enjoyed it. I've got to give it props, and I can't wait to see it in the Skywalker Saga too, especially the final boss battle. It's going to be really smart, playing as Rey and Ben Solo fighting the Emperor. I'm sure that's going to look amazing, and Exegol in Lego Star Wars is going to be great. So let's move on to the next spot. I don't like sand. It's coarse, rough, irritating, and it just ruins the movie. I'm joking, guys. At number 7, it has to go to Attack of the Clones. Now, I really do enjoy Attack of the Clones. I really do. The last 50 minutes of the movie is really strong. It's just the first half of the movie. It's very boring. I mean, it's not boring. You've got the Zam Wessel bit, the Camino, the discovery on Camino's a really strong bit of the film, but I reckon it shined, obviously, in the last 50 minutes. You've got the Geonosis battle, one of my favourite Star Wars scenes ever, and that's why I put this movie here, because of the last 50 minutes, and Count Dooku, Christopher Lee did an absolute great job on it, and it's just the last 50 minutes of the film, it just made it for me. I love it so much, Attack of the Clones, I really do, and obviously that's where it started off with the Clone Wars. I liked Anakin with a green lightsaber, I really dig that. I quite liked Obi-Wan with the long hair a little bit, but obviously Obi-Wan's better in episode 3, and yeah, I have to say, Attack of the Clones, obviously we saw quite a lot of Mace Windu, and it was quite a good film overall, just at the end. I mean, it's just the love scenes in it, and they're just the first half and stuff, but at the end of the film, in the last 50 minutes, as I said, it really did push it up, and I have to give it props for that, and Count Dooku is absolutely amazing. Rest in peace, Christopher Lee, you did an amazing job on that. You were right, Master. The negotiations were short. At number 6, guys, it has to go to Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Now, I really did enjoy this film. A lot of people didn't like it when it came out, because obviously it was the first one after years from 4, 5, and 6, and it came back obviously in 1999 with Episode 1. So people, obviously, they're not going to like it more than the original trilogy after all them years of watching the original trilogy. But I think over time, The Phantom Menace has got a bit more praise. Now, a lot of people hated Jar Jar. I didn't really mind him at the end of the day. I just love Qui-Gon Jinn. Qui-Gon Jinn was amazing. One of the best Jedis ever. I really wish he survived. He was one of my favourite Jedis. He was just, overall, I think he's the best Jedi. He represents what a Jedi is. Not just a person who sits on a chair, around a big table. He was a true Jedi, and I really like Qui-Gon Jinn so much. And Obi-Wan Kenobi was so good in Episode 1. And obviously, can we not just... the Duel of the Fates, come on. John Williams, that track is so amazing. Duel of the Fates fight scene was so good, and I watched behind the scenes on it as well, and they took a lot of time. It took, quite a lot of fitness to get that scene in, and it was really well done, and I have to give him props for that, and I cannot wait to see this in Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Duel of the Fates once again with the soundtrack in the background as you're playing it, and it has quite a lot of fun scenes. Obviously in Episode 1 you've got the pod racing. Now, oh my god, on the original Star Wars, that was one of the hardest things ever. Literally, I struggled on it the other day, but I passed it anyway. And yeah, I just can't wait to see it in the Skywalker Saga. And I did enjoy Episode 1 overall. I thought it was a good start, and that was before the Clone Wars, and that's probably the oldest we'll go back in Star Wars until Old Republic and stuff. And I can't wait to see their new movies they're planning, the High Republic. They sound really amazing, guys. Definitely go look it up. Star Wars High Republic. It's going to be the new set of movies coming out soon, and it's sounding amazing. I can't wait to see how they're going to do it. And overall, Episode 1 I think is quite a strong film, and it beats Episode 2 for me. They're both around the same line. It's just Episode 1 has a stronger all the way throughout, and Episode 2's just obviously got the best bit at the end pretty much. Now, at this point, the list got really hard for me. All of these top 5s are amazing, without a shadow of a doubt. I love them so much. But at number 5, it has to go to A New Hope, the first ever Star Wars back in 1977, and at the end of the day, I still enjoy it to this day. Han Solo, played by Harrison Ford, amazing. I love him so much. Luke, all that, and it's just all round. It started Star Wars, and you have to give it praise for that. And it's got so many memorable scenes in it. The cantina scene with the cantina band, the amazing. I love it so much, and it's the hub as well in Lego Complete Saga, and there's just so many good scenes in the New Hope. It's really good, and the fight scene's a bit weak. It's just like two people waving sticks around, but it is meant to be based off old samurai fighting, so you gotta give it props. It's the first lightsaber duel we ever had. It's the first appearance of Vader. I really like the opening scene with the Tantive 4 where Vader comes on, and I liked it how in Rogue One they literally left it off, so at the end of Rogue One you can watch A New Hope and it's left off from there. And yeah, New Hope is amazing. The garbage chute, and it was really fun to play in the Complete Saga, so I'm sure it's going to be amazing to play in Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. I cannot wait to see Han Solo in the cantina with voice lines. It's going to be amazing. It's just going to be great. Literally, I'm going to be hibernating the minute this game drops. Literally, I'm just going to sit there, hibernate, windows closed, play it for like 2 weeks, get 100%, open the window, and then just see the sunlight again. I'm joking, I wouldn't do that, guys, but I cannot wait to see this game and how it will work in the Skywalker Saga. And episode 4, strong film, that's why it's at my number 5 spot. So as I said earlier, it got really hard for me to rank these because all these films are literally amazing. Every single Star Wars film is great, but at number 4 it has to go to episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Now this is a fun fact really. This is my least watched Star Wars film. I've watched it once. I need to watch it. I might watch it tonight again because I remember it was such a good film anyway, and I've seen lots of scenes in it on YouTube anyway. I think I watched it around 6 years ago, so it's been a while, but I remember a lot of it. So that just shows how much of a strong film it is. Jabba's sail bars, the final duel between Luke and Vader, obviously Anakin's redemption, Palpatine in it. It's amazing. I really do like Return of the Jedi. I love Lando and Liam Neeson, the Death Star trench run, and yeah, obviously great Star Wars film. And that was literally the end of the original trilogy, and it put an end to it, Anakin's redemption, and it was amazing, especially the last scene when you see the Force skulls. It's really heartwarming, especially for the people who watched it when it first came out, watching number 4 to 5 to 6, especially wrapping up the original trilogy. It must have felt amazing, and that movie probably has a special place in a lot of people's hearts. Like I said, I've only seen it once, but this is why it's at my number 4 spot. It's a very strong film, and I might need to rewatch it again, because if I rewatch it again, it might take over my number 3 spot, and my number 3 spot might be a little bit controversial, but at the end of the day, I did enjoy the film. But Return of the Jedi, great film, love it, and I just really like seeing Vader in it. Vader were really good, and his arc at the end, it was quite upsetting, but great arc. I love it so much. So moving into the top 3, at number 3 it has to go to The Force Awakens. I'm not really a fan of the sequel trilogy, but I have to say I really enjoyed Force Awakens. It was the first Star Wars after years and years, and I remember when the trailer dropped, everyone went absolutely nuts, and when I went to watch it, I really did enjoy it. I think it came out in 2015, so I was quite young when it came out. How old was I then? I think I was 11, something around that. So I really did enjoy watching the film. It was really fun to watch. I went with my mum, and my mum didn't like Star Wars, so she did not enjoy it, but fair play, you're not into sci-fi, you're not going to enjoy it. But I really did enjoy Force Awakens. It was really good. I like Kylo Ren, obviously the introduction of him, and I thought he was a strong character, and he obviously lived up to it in the rest of the sequel trilogy too. And I know some of you guys may be thinking, well, it just nicks the plot of A New Hope. I know it does a little bit, guys, but at the end of the day, I really did enjoy the film, and at the end of the day, it was really shot well, because obviously it's new, it's up to date in it, so it's going to be a lot better than obviously the past ones for the looks and stuff and the visual effects, and that's why I did enjoy it. I have to give it props for it. It was really fun, and again, you saw Snoke was a very mysterious character, and the Lego Force Awakens game was amazing too. I really enjoyed that Lego Star Wars game, especially the shootout scenes, and just seeing it in Lego was amazing with the voice lines. I really really enjoyed Lego Force Awakens. It's one of the best games I've ever played for Star Wars. It was really fun, I have to give it, and that's why I'm so excited for the Skywalker Saga. So let's move on to my number 2 spot. So in the number 2 spot, now it has to go to The Empire Strikes Back. Now, let me just explain this, because I'm sure many of you guys probably know what at number 1 is anyway. If this was an actual looking at the movie, so the script and everything, just all around doing a movie critique, The Empire Strikes Back has to be at number 1. But I'm just rating this on how much I personally enjoyed the film, and Empire Strikes Back is the perfect Star Wars movie. It's flawless. It's the best Star Wars movie, without a shadow of a doubt. How they directed it, the script, everything, the surprises in it. It's a very well-rounded Star Wars film, the soundtrack. So if I were ranking it as a movie critique, this would be at number 1. I'll just let you guys know. But my number 1 spot, I'm sure many of you guys probably know what it is. I'm ranking that at number 1 because how fun it were, and I just love the Clone Wars and obviously the prequels. But number 5 is such a strong film. Lando, Bespin, Dagobah, Yoda. It's just a great Star Wars film. The I am your father scene, absolutely amazing Star Wars film. I cannot express how much it is. I don't want to go fanboying over Empire Strikes Back for you guys, but it's a great film. Love it so much, Empire Strikes Back. The Hoth scene in the opening's really good. And any of you guys saw the Family Guy version? Some of you guys may be too young to watch that, but the Star Wars Family Guy version's amazing with Carlos Spicy Wiener. Oh, I love it so much. I think that's why I enjoy Empire Strikes Back so much after watching the Family Guy version. Great film is Empire Strikes Back. I love it so much. And let's move on to the number 1 spot. So in my number 1 spot, it has to go to Revenge of the Sith. I'm sure many of you guys expected that. I'm a prequels boy. I love them so much. I grew up with the prequels. Absolutely amazing. I loved it. I love Obi-Wan in it, the amount of duels, and episode 3 is just a very fun film. Like I said, if it was a movie critique and I was looking at the script and all that, obviously episode 5 would be a lot higher than episode 3, because of episode 3, it's not a flawless film. There's many downfalls to it. Some of the lines are cringy. You've got all of this in the prequels anyway, but I enjoyed episode 3 so much. It was amazing, especially the battle on Mustafar. That soundtrack is amazing, and it's just overall a great Star Wars film, and that's why it's my favourite. I just love it so much. The I have the high ground, how low they do it, you know, it's just a great film. And Happy Landing, I love all these quotes. I love Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan, great film. And obviously it's got Christopher Lee in the opening. It's literally just the Star Wars action film, literally. General Grievous, all of these characters amazing. Palpatine, Mace Windu, Yoda. Yeah, I could go on and on and on, and I don't want to drag this video on anymore. So I hope you guys did enjoy my little movie ranking, and please put your movie ranking down in the comments, because I'll be interested to know why, and maybe just write why your number 1 is obviously your number 1, because I'll be interested to read it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and make sure you subscribe if you are new around here for daily Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga content on the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios, amigos.